Okay guys, welcome back to part 2 of our Boba Fett helmet tutorial. So we can see so far at the end of the last episode we got quite far through, and we've just got a few little jobs to do down this side here, and then we've got the easy section on the back to crack on with as well. So what we're going to do first is we will have a look at bringing down our arch section here. Now before we do that, it means that we're probably going to have to add some edge loops inside here, because we can see that we've got a little bit of a curve coming in down here. Now it's going to be tricky because our blueprints here aren't completely aligned, so what we're actually going to try to do is we're going to try and meet blueprints in the middle. So we're going to extend this down just a little bit here. You can see that the front here sits nicely on both, but the side seems to sit quite high. So what we'll do is we'll work mainly to the side, but we'll try and be fairly conform with the center section, with the front section as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to insert 2 edge loops here. We're going to do 2 just to be on the safe side. So we'll bring one down here, one down here. Now in terms of the actual helmet, see, the section is fairly straight, so we can see that's fairly straight there, so we don't really need to do too much in terms of that. Now our one does seem to arch out a little bit according to the blueprints that we have here, but I think that's arching out because of this section there. So if we were to actually pull these points here and here back in, because it does actually have the receiver section inside there. So we can bring that in, we can bring these points here in as well. And then we'll do the same with this line here, that a whole lot flatter. There. This final edge here will do the same. Take all of those in just a little bit. Good. Okay. Do need to, however, take this section in as well. Still not quite straight enough for my liking here. Looking better there. We can sort that bit out when we start to move around the back section there. Cool. So in order to do this bit here, it looks like it's probably going to be fairly tricky. So just make sure that this curve here is looking quite nice, which it is. Just got this piece here which needs to come out. So what we'll actually want to do here is we'll delete these edges, and we are going to select all of the sections in this here, so we see that it comes in from point to point, and we are going to Control E to extrude these sections, and if we do it on the world option, and we're just going to scale in. Now it's going to be a case of pulling all these points exactly where we want them to be, because there's no real quick way of doing this. So if we take this one down here, this one up here, I think what we'll aim to do here is we are going to add an edge loop, which will drop roughly in the middle here, and this is going to allow us to get a little bit more of a, if we deselect the first two bits, it's just going to allow us to get a little bit more of a nice curve inside there. And we can adjust the first vertices just here, just to make sure that they're smoother. And that will also allow us to get the curve here. You can see. What we'll do now is we'll select all of these edges here, all but the last edge, and we're going to hit Control E, and we're going to bring these down to make the rest of the helmet here, which means merging these sections here. So we're going to hold V on here, I'm going to snap that to the vertices there, and edit mesh and merge, and then we're going to do the same here. Hold down V, edit mesh, and then merge. So if we look inside our reference images here, we can see that this section is somewhat of a straight edge as it comes back out there. Again, fairly straight edge, so there's no real curvature to it at all. So what we'll do with these sections here is we're just going to pull them back out. And it's going to be tricky because of the angle that we're at. Okay, so we want to pull most of these points inside here, so what we're going to do is we're going to use our scale tool. Now obviously we can't do it as we have in the past. If we click up here on our tool settings, and then we can drop down this section here, we can change that to component. It's going to give us the angle relative to the object, so hopefully we'll be able to select these points here and then scale them into a straight line. Okay, it's looking fairly good just there. And then what we'll want to do is we'll want to get these so that they are going across the correct angle here. Switch those back to the world. And we'll go old school here now, and we'll dive straight in and just try and make these fit. Okay, so you'll probably fine tune that just between episodes, just in the interest of time. So it's looking pretty good now. So it looks like now we could bring down our rear section of the helmet here as well. I'm going to select these inside edges, Control E, and I'm just going to bring this all the way down here. Looks like these edges here need to be a little bit smaller, closer. Okay, and now we can use our side view here in order to position these. Okay. So it looks to me like what we'll need to do is bring the rear side bits out over here. Okay, and we're going to take this vertices here and we are going to snap it to this inside one here. Before we do, I'm going to bring all of these points this way. Just a touch. And then we can hold V again, we can snap that section there, and we're going to edit mesh and merge. Now I think it's just a case here of pulling these points just to try and match the curvature around that back section there. And then we're going to be able to mesh tools, insert edge loop, and what we'll do is we'll bring a mesh loop in for every single one of these edges here. And we're just going to edit mesh and merge these two together. They can meet in the middle there, it's not too bad. So that's the rear of the helmet there, looking pretty good as well. we're going to Control D, Control G on that X-axis. We're going to flip that around there. Okay, so far so good here. So it looks like in the next episode what we'll do is we'll create the two sections on either side here. His targeting system up top, get the visor in, and start thinking about how we're going to smooth the helmet. Okay guys, cool.